Is he taping right now?
Yeah, there's a novel idea.
Not too far.
Todd Sheffer. recording now.
Yeah, it's recording now. Just let it go.
I was not nominated.
I got a video of this.
I do not.
You want to have this thing?
No, it's too. Then we gotta worry about another thing.
I'll be over there in a couple minutes. I'm gonna find her real quick and find out. I'm just sitting over there. Okay, thank you. See you later.
For the camera.
At this time, we would like to introduce the candidates for Homecoming King and Homecoming Queen. Our first candidate today is Greg Bright. He'll come through the tunnel formed by the team and also the band. Greg is the son of Carol and Greg Bright. He's been on the football team for 2 years, track team for 2 years, was 8th last year in the Class A state track finals in the shot put. Greg Bright. Our first Queen candidate tonight is Miss Sarah Benner. She's the daughter of Carl and Sally Benner. She's been on the varsity soccer team for 3 years, the varsity ski team for 2 years, a member of the National Honor Society, and plays T-base soccer and officiates Y soccer. Miss Sarah Benner. Our next King candidate is Matt Hayes. He is the son of Bill and Gail Hayes. He's been involved in the concert band and concert orchestra, also the symphony band. Has been in the marching band for 3 years as a drummer. Also was in the band Confusion that won the Battle of the Bands last year, was voted best drummer. Has been a member of the basketball team for the last 3 years. Matt Hayes. Our next Queen candidate, Miss Karen Brady. Karen is the daughter of Jan and Dwayne Brady. She's been on the Student Senate, is a member of the National Honor Society, and has been on our varsity girls swim team for the past 4 years. Miss Karen Brady. Our next King candidate is Jeremy Hogue. Jeremy's been a member of the varsity football team for 3 years. He's been on the track team for 3 years. He's a member of the concert choir, choral airs, the Men of Note, appeared in the school musical, Guys and Dolls, a member of the National Honor Society, and has won a Key Award all 3 years. Jeremy Hogue. Our next Queen candidate is Miss Heather Johnson. Heather is the daughter of Elaine Holmes and Frank Johnson. She's an editor of the school newspaper, The Black and Gold, co-captain of varsity cheerleading squad, and is involved in the How to Say No program. Miss Heather Johnson. Our next King candidate is John Lenzini. John is the son of John Lenzini. He's a member of the varsity football team. On the varsity baseball team, was academic all-state his junior year, a member of the National Honor Society. He also sings in the choral airs and the Men of Note. He attended Boys State this past summer. And also a member of the band Confusion, winner of the Battle of the Bands last year, John Lenzini. Our next Queen candidate is Alyssa Raven. Alyssa is the daughter of Tom and Elaine Raven. She's been on the tennis team all 3 years in high school. Is now a member of the varsity tennis squad. She's a member of the National Honor Society. Has been on the honor roll, won her bronze and silver pins. She's a yearbook staff writer and has won an academic letter. Miss Alyssa Raven. Our final King candidate is Aaron Peoples. Aaron is the son of Lynn and Linda Peoples. He's been a 3-year member of the Trojan track team. Has been on the varsity football team for 2 years and also is a member of the National Honor Society. Aaron Peoples. Our final Queen candidate is Miss Erin Warner. Erin is the daughter of Bob and Mary Ann Warner. She's a member of National Honor Society, serves on the Student Senate, was part of the 1992 musical, sings in the high school choir and ensemble, and has been a class officer all 3 years in high school. Miss Erin Warner. To crown the King and Queen today, our high school principal, Dr. Ron Cowden, with his hands full with crowns and capes and flowers. The student body voted this morning for both the King and Queen. Let's do the King first. Voted King by a vote of the student body, Matt Hayes. Homecoming Queen, Miss Alyssa Raven. Congratulations to Matt and Alyssa. We thank all of you for attending this evening. Please drive safely on your way home.
How do you turn it off? There's a power switch.
And we're just in time for the big game, a high school football rivalry between Traverse City and Muskegon that dates back to 1902. We'll have the story for you coming up on SSA. ESPN presents the youth of America doing their best on Scholastic Sports America. ESPN Scholastic Sports America is brought to you by McDonald's, home of the new McDonald's Guarantee, and by Diet Coke. There's just one, just for the taste.
Muskegon is just, it's like God and the devil.
I want to beat them. I mean, I want to kill them. I really do.
It's like the Notre Dame-Michigan game or the Oklahoma-Texas game. Records don't matter.
It's another Friday night matchup in the rivalry between the Traverse City Trojans and the Big Reds of Muskegon. A Michigan rivalry that stretches back over 90 years. A rivalry that began right here on Traverse City's home turf, Thurlby Field. Not much has changed since these two first started fighting it out back in 1902. Even the original white fence still lines the field. And on the day we arrived, we could hear and feel the intensity of this rivalry.
Muskegon!
When I sit there and say Muskegon to you, what do you think?
Hard hitting. The game means everything to us. It's the most important game of our season. Yes, there are other big games, but it's tradition, you know, to play Muskegon.
This is our make or break game right here. We come off a good win last week with Birmingham, Brother Rice, and this game is just, if we win this, we have a good shot at making playoffs, and who knows how far we can go.
I came from a real small town, and I had no clue of what a big game was. You know, we have like 200 or so fans at our games, but then when I came to the Traverse City Muskegon game, it was overwhelming.
I guess that's the best way to describe the rivalry and the football tradition in Traverse City. Overwhelming. And imagine what it must be like to guide this overwhelming program. Coach Roger Wood is in his first year as head coach of the Trojans, but he's not new to the team. He was their defensive coach for over 20 years. He took over from Coach Jim Uli, the Trojan leader for the past 25 years, and a man that led Traverse City to 3 state titles. Replacing such a legend and leading his program could overwhelm some coaches. Not Coach Wood.
I think there's an obligation. When you take the head coaching job at Traverse City, you've got an obligation to try to maintain the tradition, but also the quality of the program and the integrity of the program. And that's what we've had here for years. We have tremendous community support. And you read some horror stories in some communities where you have an off year, you know, that you find for sale signs on your lawn and that type of thing. We don't have that. I mean, we've had some bad years. We don't win every year. But our community and our parents have really backed us. And we're most appreciative of that. But we try to do a good job.
Roger's been with me for 20 years, and we've got other coaches that have been with us for 30 years, so there's no change in philosophy or whatever, and that makes me good, you know, to see that it's in good hands, and that's comforting.
And the hometown fans must feel pretty comfortable with the change, as they have done for years. They lined up for the 3,000 season tickets sold each year, days in advance. And the school's enthusiasm is pretty comfortable, too. They were going crazy at this pep rally just prior to the big game. Thurlby Field. It's a grand old stadium that's seen many games, including the original game between Traverse City and Muskegon back in 1902. Now, they'll fit about 9,000 in this place, and they expect it to be packed tonight, no doubt about that. Of the thousands on hand, hundreds have actually participated in a Traverse City-Muskegon rivalry in years gone by. And of those hundreds, there will be a select few with an even keener interest in tonight's game. Because with all the emotions that come with this rivalry, they've been able to share those emotions with someone playing on the field, their sons. That's right. This year's team has several players whose fathers also played for the Trojans and who also played in the big one versus Muskegon.
It's all or nothing, baby. And my dad understands that too, and I don't feel any pressure at all from my dad. He just encourages me, you know, tells me to go out there and do my best in whatever I do, you know, football or not.
The thrill it is to see one of my children out there playing, and it immediately makes me 17 or 16 again. Hey, who wouldn't, when you're 65 and have grandchildren, want to feel you're 16 or 17 again on a Friday evening?
I always wanted to play Muskegon because my dad played for the Trojans. And in 1975, he played in their homecoming game, which is against Muskegon. They beat him 40-12. And last night I was looking at his yearbook, and I was looking at all the pictures and stuff, and it really pumped me up a lot.
Last night we sat down for probably a couple hours going through my whole yearbook, discussing everything, going through what the floats were from the senior class, junior class, sophomore class. Pretty explicit. You get the idea that the Big Reds are definitely the biggest game of the year. I don't care if we were 0-8 in the 9th game was with the Big Reds. That would be, you'd see 8,000 people out here.
And this 92 squad has a very special father-son duo continuing the tradition. Paul Tompkins is a starting tackle, and he's coached by his father, Bud, who played on Trojan teams over 40 years ago.
It's hard to deal with sometimes because he brings practice home, and if I don't have a good practice, you know, I hear about the dinner table and stuff, but if I had a good practice, you know, you made a good block here, and, you know, bad block there. Do this better, do that better.
I'm excited for him, thrilled for him.
because he's getting to experience those things that I experienced many years ago, but on a bigger level. We didn't have the seating capacity. Football was big then, but not like it is today. So I'll be very thrilled that he's experiencing Traverse City football at its finest.
So after all the fans had filled the stadium, and with their fathers watching, the latest version of the Trojan horse took the field to do battle with an old opponent one more time. In the first quarter, Jason Kashatza takes it in from the 17, and on their first series, Traverse City takes the lead 7-0. And for the rest of the first quarter and most of the second, this one would be a war. Then with 53 seconds left in the half, Ricky McGowan scores from the 1, and the teams would go into the locker room knotted at 7 apiece. Third quarter now. McGowan gives the Big Reds the lead again from the 1-yard line. 14-7 Muskegon. Also in the third, Traverse City thinks they get the equalizer, but holding brings it back. Hard luck breaks the back of Traverse City. But the Trojans get lucky. Under 4 minutes to go, linebacker Chris Nido recovers the fumble. And 4 plays later, Brandon Sanborn from Craig Gunderson, and we're all even at 14. And that's how they would end regulation. In OT, Michigan rules place the ball on the 10, and each team gets 4 cracks to score, touchdown or field goal. Traverse City takes the ball first, and on their third try, Gunderson finds Sanborn. The PAT good, and it's 21-14 Traverse City Trojans. Muskegon tries to do the same thing, but quarterback Paul Young delivers this one right into the hands of Traverse City defensive back Justin Leuenberger. Another great one goes into the books. It's over. Traverse City hangs on to win the War of '92 against Muskegon, 21-14.
It's just a classical game with Muskegon and Traverse City, and it's never over until it's over.
All right, here's to wishing that the rivalry between Traverse City and Muskegon continues for many more years. Keep it up, guys. It's a good one. When we come back here on SSA, we'll tee it up at the National Championships. We'll introduce you to the top young golfers in the country. And a little later on in the show, we'll take a look at the latest Scholastic Sports America Super 10 football rankings. Stick around, more SSA after this.
He may be a Superman, but after 75 fastballs, even Nolan Ryan's muscles connect.
Oh yeah, the day will come. He bench presses a lot more than I ever did. I just got him on technique now. Experience. Not much longer.
I could whack shit catchers.
Yeah.
Sheesh. All I got to do is go like this.
Hey. That's how you do that. You know, you pop the cigarette up on either side to lose it.
Well, kids, I'm going to assume that my daughter already went through. Get out of here.
dried up.
Yep. Videotaping the homecoming queen. What reason, I'm really not sure, but Alicia Raven and the kid from the band. Matt Hayes, yeah. What were they doing down there?
You didn't hear them?
I couldn't hear them. They were on the wrong side of the field.
Yeah, they were doing really good. I heard them. Yeah, they were playing offensive stuff. Awesome.
Oh yeah? Cool.
Chrissy wasn't.
Why were you down there?
Because she was like part of the group. Yeah, it's just, I don't even know when they get together or anything. I think it's after school or something.
Come on, get on the road.